This is Rhythm and Waves, a podcast created to amplify the purpose, passion, and positivity of music in people's lives, community, and the world.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Danny.
And I'm Mal.
And this is
Rhythm
and Waves. This is the first fully social distanced episode that we have ever done with our good buddy, incredible musician, and all around great human, Jesse Lamothe. Jesse, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Wow, what an introduction. I thought you were gonna maybe have someone else with all that stuff you just said. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's cool.
Heck no, man. We've been talking about you for a while, and we've been planning on getting together with you for a while. And even though we can't be in the same space, it's incredible that we could take this time to actually get together with you now via Zoom. Thank God for Zoom during times like this, right?
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is my first actual Zoom meeting, so I'm very, very psyched about this too. Yeah,
yes.
Pretty cool.
And I think this might be my first one too.
Wow,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm gonna say again, like your setup is brilliant. One of these days we'll have our own little setups as well. But thank you for having a mic and PA and all those things.
No problem.
Come prepared. Yes.
You're so professional, Jesse.
Oh my God. It's all an act.
I love it. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it?
Oh, yeah. 100%, man.
That's the saying I live by.
I prescribe to that method, 100%. Everything. Marriage, music, everything.
It works.
Well, man, I'm going to pass the mic off to my great friend and collaborator, Mal, in just a sec. But again, we're super stoked to have you here. Mal's known you for a long time. I will forever remember one of the first conversations I think we ever had at Taps Brewhouse in Niagara Falls. And it was just one of the most fruitful conversations ever. It was beautiful. And it
was a leaned-in conversation. It was like a heavy leaned-in conversation.
Yeah, it was.
Started out here, and then it was down here.
But I know you're a man of many talents. So again, just thank you for joining us.
Man, it's awesome. Thank you.
Mal, what do you got?
So Jesse, we had some questions that we just wanted to ask you today about stuff, music-wise mostly. So first of all, we know that you're still working right now during this whole pandemic, right? So thank you for that. Taking care of our folks in long-term care. That's fantastic. We just want to know how it's been. How's it been in long-term care, and how's it feeling? What are some of the challenges and stuff going on there right now for you personally?
For me personally, it's mostly going in and not expecting what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Because every day it changes within the government, within the cities, within the world. So you're all 1 week we were having everyone in the dining room eating across from each other, and then the next week we're having everyone in their rooms eating, and then we're having people socializing in areas, then we're not having people socializing in areas. Then it's goes from 10 people to 5 people to 2 people to don't do that anymore. So every day is what's going to happen next, what'll be restricted from these people next. It sucks because they're already in a compromised situation. They already have so much restrictions, not as much independence as you and I would have. So just to keep taking it away, and then we even had to take away we had to get rid of the couches because some people don't understand the social distance. So we have to take the couches away. So so they would look at us and be like, "You're taking our couches now too." So we literally have to take the furniture away. So it's what do they have left except certain things they have their food, they have their bed, they have music, of course, and just that last little bit of stuff that they have. So we gotta kind of make that stuff that remains even better, or
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just wild. It's crazy to see on a daily basis how much things change. So yeah.
Do you guys have the news on there much, or has that been kind of like off the TV? I know that at the homes I was working at, we were trying to keep it off the TV as much as possible.
Uh, it, some of them want to know about it because like some of them are like really like just gluttons for punishment. They want to know like the nitty gritty stuff. They want to be like how many people died and how many people are sick, and they just want to know the numbers. And I just walk rather than doing like a big group. I kind of just walk up and I'm like more like, here, come over here, I'll tell you what's going on, rather than continuing the spread of, you know, it is a spread. Even the information can be like a disease itself, and it can really affect people and infect people. So the people that want to know about the news, I'll tell them, of course, but then we try to keep, you know, put our best face forward or whatever how you want to say it, and try to make things positive as possible too, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So how's music been playing into it? Have you been bringing lots of music with you?
It's
Have you been
actually
playing more than normal, or?
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm not trying to sound excited about quarantine and stuff, but but one of the cool things is that I get to spend more time one-on-one with them. So rather than being in a big group playing the same stuff over and over and, you know, rehashing those same songs that we both play on a regular basis,
Yeah.
sitting down and going like, what's the music that you grew up with? What's the music that really means something to you? So I sit down with one resident, you know, in their room, and they're just chilling, and they'll tell me like all the music that they danced to for prom, or that they used to listen to at work, or all the music they used to listen to on road trips. And it's just all this obscure stuff that I've never heard before. And then I go to another room and I'm listening to like Whitney Houston or like Queen, Merle Haggard, like Sammy Davis, and then and also I'm listening to like obscure stuff too. So it just depends on where they want to go down. I just tell this one resident, she's really nice, and we always call it going down the music rabbit hole. So it's like, I'll get my phone, put on YouTube, and like, what's a song that you really like? And then whenever you go on YouTube, there's like similar videos, then you click on that video, and then it takes you to 4 new videos, and you're continuing going down and like experiencing all this different stuff. And sometimes I sing, sometimes I play guitar, sometimes we just listen to the music, sometimes they sing, and sometimes I'll just play along on my guitar. So it's whatever they want. That's why I like it. It's so for each person, it's specialized. It's cool. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah. It feels like my world.
Love that. Can you sorry, Jesse, can you recall one song that somebody requested that was like so, say, foreign to your repertoire? You'd never heard it before, super new. Maybe there were several, but was there like one that was like, I don't know, stuck with you?
Not obscure, but I'm not a huge country fan. I'll admit it. But honestly, over the last few weeks, country has been really speaking to me.
Cool.
And the same lady that I was speaking of, she said, I like this one song. It's called Tennessee Whiskey. And it's by,
love that song.
Yeah. And I'm like,
no way.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And I'm like, what's, And I can't recall his name. What's his name? It's leaving me right now. But
it's by a newer artist, isn't it?
Yeah. And anyways, Chris Stapleton. Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
And this woman is blind. She's blind. So she's like, I really like that song. It's just a nice, smooth song. And I'm like, okay, that's something I would probably never seek out. Maybe, I don't know. And I listened to it. I'm like, holy crap, this is really smooth and good and soulful. And she's just chilling there, and she's got her big shades on. She's just listening to it like that. And I'm just playing along on the guitar, and it's just, and then from that, I'm listening to Chris Stapleton at home, and I put on the song for like my wife or something. I'm like, check this song out. So it's like spreading, the music spreads, man. It's just,
that's so cool.
He rocks.
But that one was so cool because I was just like, yeah, why not? And then like, have you ever heard of Gary Moore?
No.
Yeah, me neither. And she's
I'm gonna go check him out though.
He's a guitar player / singer, but mostly known for his crazy soulful solos. And she's like, I love this one song. You have to listen to this solo. And I listened to the song, and and the specific concert is a live concert. He actually died of a heart attack after the concert. So she had all these connections to the guy, to the music, and I was just like, wow, I've never heard this. So it's cool, man.
Oh, you know what? I love that. Sorry, and gospel.
Yeah, I go to another room. There's these two guys, and they grew up gospel, and they're singing like all this old. They know every frigging word, and they're just belting it out in the room. And I'm just listening and trying to soak it all in, and just like, you know, How Great Thou Art and all those songs and all the old Elvis ones, and very obscure ones too, for sure. But it's cool because then they just belt it out and sing it along, and I'm just trying to keep up.
I love that.
Man, that's so cool.
It's making me happy just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It does make you happy for sure.
Oh, I was gonna, sorry, I love that you mentioned your relationship with country and how it's kind of growing because it's quite interesting. I can relate to that. I didn't grow up with country music, but over the course of the last couple of years, I've been working with a young artist who is like rooted in country pop. And so I've been growing my knowledge and repertoire in the country realm. And you know, there's two things about country music that I simply connect to a lot and that I love, and that country music has this power to build community. We see it in so many different, you know, country music and artists in the world, country artists in the world still have incredible careers because their fan base is just so loyal. And they just love good country music, which is such a beautiful thing because it really brings people together in a beautiful way. And then, I mean, some of the best stories ever told are rooted in country songs, which is just such a cool thing. Oh, love that you said that.
I love the simplicity. Like, I like the simplicity, and like for example, like the Tennessee Whiskey song, it's just two chords. It's just those two chords over and over. It's just like, but then he adds in like, you know, he adds in those crazy soulful lyrics and sound, and just crazy, just
dude, I love that. I love that.
You should listen, Jesse, if you haven't already. You should listen to he did it live at like the Grammys or something with Justin Timberlake.
Cool.
Oh man, such a cool thing to hear, because they can both sing like crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, he's really keeping up.
Yeah, I gotta keep on my country because it's way better than I expected it to be. And I don't know, as I'm getting older, I'm liking country too. I'm liking more mellow stuff. I don't know if that has anything to do with aging, but maybe I'm just like, I don't like that racket anymore. I just want to hear something smooth.
That must be it.
Quiet.
I had one more question for you about work with and music. I'm just wondering if like the staff at all are getting anything out of hearing you play music. I know when I was still working, they'd be coming up to me and thanking me for playing, because everyone is just feeling such tension right now and so much like just stress. And I think that it brought just as much to them, like, you know, walking around me and hearing me play for others that it did for the residents. I'm just wondering if you're getting any of that too.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's like I would say it's on a smaller scale now. So it's in their rooms, so it's more, like I said, personalized and stuff. But music's definitely not just me playing, or just we have the like radio on, or we'll have some songs playing, and people, that's just one way they kind of ease the tension, listening to music, singing, dancing. Like, I find at Valley Park, it's a very the home is very small, so kind of all get together, and not only, you know, we're sharing our stress, we're sharing our music. But yeah, as far as me playing, like, people dig it, and I think any music playing, it just makes things easier to accept and grasp. And I find the music kind of eases the tension for sure, especially for the residents. But the staff, yeah, they dig it for sure. I think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. In terms of music that you have kind of been like holding on to or gravitating to like get yourself through these challenging times? Is there a song? Is there a vibe? Is there an artist? Is there something you personally lean on musically to kind of get you through this time?
I would like see, I'm lucky because like I was telling you about, I'm hearing all this new music. I'm kind of just liking being able to learn right now. No specific genre, but um I definitely have a huge catalog of music, and I usually just shuffle it, man. I have all my music, play it on my way to work, play it on my breaks, play it at home, but uh, not really a specific song right now that's really hitting me hard. But I think it's just music in general,
Cool.
for sure. And
Cool.
yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. I don't know.
Cool.
How about how? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You said something early on that I really liked as well. In terms and related to music through being in the home, long-term care home.
Yeah.
With regards to having no expectations, especially during this time, and I think that was a really cool thing that you said, because I feel like whether we're in the midst of a pandemic or just in life in general, it's wild how many expectations in life we begin to develop, and like to learn some of the lessons that we're able to kind of sit back and reflect on, and hopefully grow through during this time, I think is incredible. And I don't know about the both of you, but I know personally for me during this time, writing about those key learnings, writing about those things that are just feeling really hard and challenging right now is something I've been doing a lot of, and just like reflecting and perspective seeking, and sitting behind the piano a lot, and just plunking out ideas that are very much in my head. Maybe it's to do with having more time, but I know it's more related to like just the reality that the world is in personally, locally, and globally, and needing, I think, as human beings, needing to take learnings from this experience and grow from. Oh, there's Martin. Martin, say hi. You're on the Rhythm and Waves podcast.
Oh, the famous podcast.
Yes, the famous podcast. Yeah, what an honor. Martin's from Scotland. He's been here. For Martin, how long you been here now? In Canada. 5 years now. And how long here in the house? A month? Also feels like 5 years. Anyways, so I think I was leading into how cool it is, I think, through being an artist and writing, to be able to make sense of things going on. Is that something you're doing as well, or?
I think for me, it's a lot of practicing new techniques, new skills, new scales.
Yeah. Cool.
I think because I'm still in the midst of it, I think a lot of it will come after for me, because I find by the time I come home and I sit down and stuff, I don't really have the brain to create. I find some days, and I found like for the first few weeks, especially even the last few weeks, I feel like I'm kind of like just almost shattered, not shattered, but when I come home, pretty wasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you're wearing a mask all day, and like you're just kind of like you're weakened by it a little bit. But I'll still play my guitar. It's almost like an automated thing. I'll sit down and start doing like a scale or something. Yeah. But I'm really hoping once things start to ease up, I'll get out of that focus zone and I'll be able to reap some of the benefits, if any, from the situation. Maybe it'll give me something to create on the guitar, but I'm always writing stuff. I'm always creating like a riff or a melody. but nothing's really pushed out of me yet. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I sit down and I'll think of something, but nothing's really jumping off the page.
Yeah.
But it's in there. Maybe it just hasn't been created yet. So hopefully once the stress kind of chills a little bit, the creativity will start flowing again.
Completely. Incredible. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's great that you have your music, even if you're not writing, to just de-stressify a little bit, you know, just playing a scale, like just taking a minute to just, I don't know, take a breath. Like I found I'm still playing at home too, of course, like just, I like to do it for fun. But even when I was working, I'd go into work and I'd be anxious and I'd be stressed out, and then I would start playing music for other people, and it made me feel better too, because I was just like, okay, that's what I need. It's just like an outlet of some sort. I don't know.
I've been dancing a lot.
Yeah.
Like come home, like put on some tunes, just dance in the kitchen, dancing at work. Like one of the staff members had me learn a TikTok. I'm like, yeah, why not? I don't care.
Oh my God, incredible.
So we're dancing. Dancing such like a primitive thing. It's just like you just flail your arms around, do that, and it's just I've been dancing a lot. And you know what? It's good exercise and just randomness. But as far as writing my own stuff, I've been learning a lot of other people's stuff. So I find that helps me create as well. You know what I mean? Once I learn a new song, I'm like, ooh, you did it like that, did you? And then I'll try to, you know, get something out of there and create from that. So I've been learning a lot of other people's music as well.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Did you have something you wanted to play?
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't know how great it's going to turn out, but we'll definitely do something for sure.
Woo!
Yeah. Friends at home in isolation, please welcome the one and only Jesse Lamothe.
But you know what? Maybe you guys can sing along too. I don't know how great that'll sound.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of cheese here, because how I play with the residents and stuff, I would have like a backing track and stuff like that, which is, it's kind of cheesy, but it's always fun because once they hear the melody, you can really do whatever you want with it. But I've been playing a lot of Johnny Cash. I started working at the home.
Yeah.
I just love it. And this song is about being locked up.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I was singing it to a couple of residents and they're just clapping along and laughing. And I'm like, we're all just laughing about being locked up right now. We're just laughing about the situation. So even though it's so intense, they're still just laughing at it. So it's, this one's called I Got Stripes. I don't know if you ever heard it. All right. Keep the rhythm all right. You guys can cut all this up, right?
Maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
It's organic, Jesse.
All right, here we go. All right. On Monday, I was arrested. On a Tuesday, I locked into jail. On a Wednesday, my trial was attested. On a Thursday, they said guilty and the judge's gavel fell. I got stripes around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes, there you go, stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. On a Monday, I got my striped breeches. On a Tuesday, I got my ball and chain. On a Wednesday, I'm working digging ditches. On a Thursday, Lord, I beg them not to knock me down again. I got stripes around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. Oh, baby, I got stripes around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down. Here's my fun part.
Yeah.
On Monday, my mama come to see me. On a Tuesday, they caught me with a file. On Wednesday, up and down in solitary. On a Thursday, Lord, I start on bread and water for a while. I got stripes, straps around my shoulders. I got chains around my feet. I got stripes, straps around my shoulders. And them chains, they're about to drag me down.
Yes.
All right.
Jesse Lamothe. Yeah.
Love that.
That was random.
Well, Jesse, man, thank you so much. I don't know how much time we have left on this because it might clock us out on Zoom. But dude, thank you so much. Not only for doing the work you're continuing to do, bringing music into the world and doing the important work that you're doing, because it is super important and it goes very much appreciated.
Yeah, and same to you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Like Mallory, killing it. Of course, Danny, you're doing your thing. It's like you guys have music locked up, man. I love it. It's just keep passing it around. It's beautiful. Love it.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you. Y'all take care. Be safe.
Awesome.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.